Hi, and welcome to a special talk on ChatGPT and content creation. Nice to see all of you this Thursday evening. So could I request, if you join us, please ensure that your microphone is off. You may ask questions later at the end of the talk. At the same time, if you have anything that you want to ask me while the talk is going on, you can chat with me, all right? So I can see some of you are on camera while the others are not. It's okay if you don't want to be, it's fine. But it's always good to have face-to-face communication. So we shall begin in just a while. Let me get a few things set up. And then I will introduce myself and tell you what you will be in for this evening's talk. Few more people are coming in, so I'll let them in. Now, there are questions about whether we will be sharing the deck. Good news, we are recording tonight's session, so it will be a video that we will be uploading later. In fact, you'll be getting an email from us, I think latest by Monday, to tell you where to see the video. All right, so yeah, more and more people are coming in, so that's great to know. So we have about 40 of you. Yeah, really, thank you for joining us on this work day evening. Not all of us are, having a fun time or on holiday, right? So you're probably rushing home from work, or you probably just had your dinner. You're most welcome for those of you who are thanking us for the recording. So you don't really have to take notes if you don't want to, but feel free to do so. Okay, I think we shall begin. So tonight's talk is ChatGPT and other AI tools for content creation. We are eMasterT, all right? If you're not aware, eMasterT is a training center specializing in digital marketing topics. Let me play back my PowerPoint. Just give me a second, yeah? So we at eMasterT, we are WSQ approved, and course fees can be subsidized if you have skills future credits and even NTUC UTAP, depending on whether you are eligible. Okay, that's me. That's my mugshot without the glasses, of course. Lao Hua, huh? So that's a sign of getting old, right? But not old, not too old to be able to talk to you. All right, so that's me. My name is Chris Minjut over here at the bottom right. So my first name is Chris. Minjut is my surname. I'm Eurasian. I'm Singaporean. So tonight's talk, once again, ChatGPT and other tools, AI tools for content creation. So the talk will be from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock this evening. Now, these are the areas in which I specialize in. I'm a freelance marketing consultant by trade. So I do branding, I do writing, copywriting, I do content creation, of course, and I do social media management, amongst quite a number of other digital marketing areas. Here at eMasterT, I train 2 courses. One is social media management, and the other is content creation strategy. Very appropriate, right, for me to give this talk. So what will I be covering this evening? Generative AI. So you will come across this term, so let me define it for you. And how does it work? And I'll give you a sampling of different AI tools, for example, ChatGPT and a few others. You can get a try, a chance to try something on an AI tool, which I will be introducing to you later. And then after that, I'm going to cover this area, which I consider to be very important. There are many issues surrounding the use of generative AI. So I've listed a few here, and it's good for us to know, because if we are going to use generative AI in our content creation, in our digital marketing, we need to be aware of these issues. just like any piece of technology, it can benefit you. And at the same time, if it's not used correctly, it may not be a good thing for you. Huh? Okay. Then after that, the future of AI. What can we foresee? So I'll cover these areas as well. Now, just to give you a background of the course that I teach, content creation, it's a 2-day course, full day, 9 to 6. On day 1, these are the things which I teach, content strategy, right? Because you need to plan and strategize before you create the content. So I'll cover writing and I'll cover graphic image layouts, so how to produce them. So everything from using your handphone, right, to shoot pictures. Where do you find free picture resources online that you can download and use straight away? Some basic photo editing and layout skills. And of course, AI tools that you can leverage on. So this is for day 1, and the second consecutive day, I'll be talking more about video, audio, and content planning. So this will also be utilizing free tools. You can also record videos with your phone, download free video clips, animated clips, create GIFs, do some basic video editing, and once again, AI tools will help you along your way. Now, of course, when you produce your content, you also need to promote your content. So I'll cover these things in day 1 and day 2 of the content creation course here at Imarsity. Now, throughout the course, on my slides, on the top right, you will see a QR code. Anytime you want to ask a question, just scan the QR code. It's a WhatsApp code, so you can just type in your query, all right? I'll talk more about the course again at the end of today's session. So the big thing that we're going to cover is generative AI. But before we talk about generative AI, let's talk about artificial intelligence, AI, and this thing called machine learning. So I'm going to share with you some definitions. So what is AI, all right? So AI is machines or computer systems trying to mimic people in a way that we can create stuff, new things especially. So it involves creating algorithms, software, and even hardware that allow our computers to do things that usually require human intelligence, like solving problems, reasoning, understanding language, spot patterns. And AI has been around for a long time, as early as when the first computers were created, but very rudimentary back then. And then we come to this thing called machine learning. So machine learning is like a subset of AI. So this one focuses on developing the algorithms and statistical models along the way to improve AI tool or model performance, right? So it learns along the way. So it's becoming more intelligent. So just imagine this. Someone has to program the initial AI, correct? To do a certain task. But if it is left as it is, as when it was first programmed, it can't advance, it can't develop, it can't, take into consideration new information, new data, and how to make use of that data. So that's why there's this thing called machine learning. So machine learning is something that is the next step to help push AI into becoming more current, right, with the latest data, latest research, or wherever you can find the information, and come up with new things that would help people like you and I. So don't forget, AI has been around for the longest time. Machine learning, maybe the last 20 years has been around or so, right? But then, now we're talking about this thing called generative artificial intelligence. So this is AI that's capable of generating text, images, or other media, including video and audio, using generative models. So how do they learn? Okay, so according to this definition from Wikipedia, so the generative AI models, they learn patterns, and they will structure their input training data, which they collect or is given to them. And then they generate new data that has similar characteristics. Okay, so this is the new wave of AI tools. I would say they have been around maybe more than 5 years, but lately, especially late last year, when this thing called ChatGPT came about, right? Then everything escalated. So how does generative AI work again? So it needs to see a lot of examples and samples of pictures, text, audio, and then the program will look for patterns and trying to connect all the different data. So there will be some rules that it will kind of, produce as a result of the data. But because of machine learning, the rules will change over time, of course. So here it says it gets new information by taking random samples, right? You can get information from all over the web, especially. And then using statistical models, it will calculate what is the best outcome, hopefully, to satisfy the user. And then it will keep changing the settings. So over time, it will get better and better and closer to what the user wants. So as I said, generative AI content creation tools started appearing for public use. So there's this term called open source. So open source software that is software that is freely shared, that anyone can use, amend, and then build upon. So that's open source software. So if you guys are familiar with website development, there's this thing called WordPress. WordPress is also open source. So somebody was generous enough to create and give it to everyone to use. And then it can be adapted and built upon and improved. So generative AI came out as early as 2015, but accelerated very fast as of last year. So I'm going to give you an overview of some generative AI tools. So once again, if you just join us, welcome. And throughout the slides, you will see on the top right a QR code which you can scan. It's a WhatsApp code which you can use to ask us anything. So the 4 types of generative tools out there, there are 4 kinds, of course, because when we're talking about content creation, so maybe I just spend a bit of time to discuss what is content creation, right? So in digital marketing, we want to use that to promote our business, our brand, our products, our services, right? So in order to do it online and digitally, that's where content creation comes in. You create content for your audience's consumption, right? So let's say if you put out an advertisement, so that is a bit more direct. You want it to result in sales usually, but you still have to create some sort of content in order to capture attention and persuade people. But then there's also this thing called content marketing. And this is where you create content and you give it for free on your channels, right? On your website, on your social media. And these types of content would be things that are about your company, about your product, your service, and also general knowledge things related to your industry that would be of interest to your kind of audience. So how do you create all this kind of content? So in the past, people have to write down, create their own story, right, or article. And then to support, you need some visuals, right? Today, you can't run away from visuals, whether it's a picture, a GIF, a video, an animated program, anything that can capture people's attention. Then, of course, don't forget about audio as well. So I already covered some of these already. So the 4 types. Number 1, text. Number 2, image. Number 3, video. And number 4, audio. So any kind of content that you can create is made up of one of these 4 or a combination of more than one of these 4. Right? You just straight away, you imagine all the things that you see on your social media newsfeed. Definitely, the components of those content, one of these 4 or a combination of any of them, any number of them. By the way, this little GIF that you see here, this AI doesn't stand for artificial intelligence. It stands for Adobe Illustrator. For those of you who know, it's a program from Adobe. So these kinds of programs are not AI tools. Huh? So your Adobe Photoshop and all that, these are the tools that you have to do the hard work to create something using those tools. So now we come to the generative AI tools. So the biggest example, the one which most people are familiar with, is ChatGPT. So what does ChatGPT stand for? It stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. Okay, it's a large language model based chatbot developed by this company called OpenAI. So it is a chatbot, and I'm sure you guys have experienced chatbots when you go to websites, right? The pop-up that says, hi, how can we help you today? And then you type in your request. Yeah, those kinds of chatbots, not very intelligent. Huh? I'm sure you have noticed that. But now, with the introduction of ChatGPT, those chatbots can become far more advanced, right? If those companies integrate the ChatGPT software into those chatbots. So some people may be thinking, oh, ChatGPT, isn't that the same as a Google search engine? Now, this is what a lot of people use ChatGPT for, as a search engine, but don't forget the chat element. By chat, I mean you can communicate with this program, this AI. Treat it like a person, right? It will treat you back like a person. You can greet it, hello, how are you? It will be very nice to you if you have tried ChatGPT, that is. Okay, so ChatGPT is a chatbot plus search elements plus a whole lot more. Only launched in November last year. So we're coming up to 1 year. And see how it has grown. It has impacted so many things, not only in marketing. In fact, every aspect of our lives, generative AI has impacted. So I'm quite sure more than half of you are already using ChatGPT in some form. So what can you use it for? You can get it to help you to create things for you, usually text-based information, right? You can tell it how long you want your article to be, what kind of format, what kind of writing style, how much detail, and even the language use. So ChatGPT now is capable of covering foreign languages as well. So you may want to try. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing here, and I'm just going to quickly bring you to ChatGPT if you haven't, right? If you haven't seen it before. So let me open up my ChatGPT page, and I'm going to share it on the screen right now. Okay, here we go. So anyone can sign up for an account. So I've already signed up, and then you may see a pop-up like that. Tips for getting started. So they said, ask away. So it says that ChatGPT can answer your questions, help you learn, write code. So for those of you who are into coding, it can do that as well. It can even brainstorm together with you and much more. Now, a few things you should take note of when you are talking to the ChatGPT. Please don't share sensitive information. Sensitive information, your personal data, your IC number, please do not do this. Okay. So, and after that, check your facts. All right. So while we have safeguards, it says that ChatGPT may give you inaccurate information. Okay. So what does that mean? That means, and this is one of the setbacks of ChatGPT, okay? It may not be 100% factually correct, okay? So, well, you just have to take it as it is. So, okay, let's go. So over here, you will see that you are using GPT 3.5, the current version. This is the free version. The one that is more advanced is GPT 4. So that one you have to pay, okay? So right now it's free. I advise all of you to go there, chat.openai.com. That's the website. So this is the bar where you can send it a message. Sometimes people call it a prompt, right? You ask ChatGPT something. Now, anyone want me to type something in to ask ChatGPT about something, anything? Feel free to ask me now, and I will put it in so we can have a real life demo right now. Anyone? Any topic? No? Okay. Let me ask ChatGPT something. How accurate is your information? Wait a minute, before I do that, someone has asked something. Will AI take over the world? Wow, okay. Yonghan, thank you very much. This one is more interesting. Will AI take over the world? Question mark? Maybe no need, you will understand. So you press go ahead. Oh, answers already. Okay, you guys can scan. Wow, a lot of answers. Okay, so it gave you 4 pointers. Yeah. Eagle is asking about federal future interest rate. Ayo, please. That one I leave you to try on your own, okay? The next thing you'll be asking, what's the 40 number that's coming out tomorrow? You can try. Okay, number 1, current AI capabilities. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Number 2, ethical and regulatory safeguards. Okay. Number 3, governance. Number 4, concerns. Okay, all these I'll be covering later. That's why I don't want to go through. But it doesn't really tell you that, because your question is a fictional question, right? AI taking over the world, right? But then it wanted to give you a bit more background, which I find it is usually politically correct. Okay, it will not sway too much to the left, to the right, to the positive or the negative. You try and take a neutral ground, and it has been programmed this way. So in summary, it says there are discussions about the responsible development and use of AI. Okay, essential to monitor advancements, promote responsible practices, and address potential risk. Very common sense. Okay, now let me do something more tactical. So because if you guys are doing digital marketing, maybe you want to, can you create a social media post to promote my sale? My company, this fictional, my company is ABC Fashion. Okay, I'm a fashion house. Social media, maybe social media to be more accurate. Social media posts on Facebook, for example. You give it more details, the better your answer will be. I can certainly help you, it says. Wow, check it out. ABC fashion sale alert. Wow, wait, let me go up there. Oh, so they tell me to insert my sale date, the discount I'm offering, and the featured products. And then check out the copywriting here. Whether you're looking for a chic outfit, cozy essentials, or stylish accessories, we have something for everyone. It's the perfect time to refresh your wardrobe. Spread the word and tag your friends who love fashion. See you at our store or shop online at, put in your website link. Hurry, these deals won't last long. Grab your favorites before they're gone. Hashtag blah, 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 blah. So can you see? It's quite intelligent, because I did ask it specifically for a Facebook, maybe an advertisement I want to put out, or just a regular post for my members. And you can see the way it writes is very copywriting style, which is what is required, right? So there you go. Life will be so much easier from now on if you start using ChatGPT. Yeah, but a few things you need to consider, and I'll cover that later. So this is just one example, right? I have asked ChatGPT to write 2,000 word articles for me. It can do that. And of course, the more information you feed it, the better the outcome, as in the outcome that you want. If you give it a general query, the results will be very general. You can even tell it to tweak the writing style. If you notice, this example is for Facebook social media, the way it's written. It's not very corporate, right? So there you go. ChatGPT is intelligent, and I find that ChatGPT usually will not make mistakes in terms of grammar, punctuation, spelling. Wow, so that is very good to know, right? So yeah, what are you waiting for? Okay, that's a quick example on ChatGPT, but let me go on and share with you more in terms of the other kinds of AI out there. So Ben is asking, will I cover this tool in more detail during the course? The course that I teach, which is the content creation strategy, yes, I would definitely be covering the use of ChatGPT to help you craft your content. All right, here is one for images. Remember, I said that your content that you can create can be text, images, video, and audio. So I'll just show you examples of each. So for images, the most famous one you probably would have heard is called Midjourney. All right. Now, Midjourney started off as free, but now it's not free. So yeah, I'll talk more about it in a while. So this one was launched in 2022 in March from San Francisco, okay? And then it can help you generate images from natural language descriptions called prompts. So just tell it, oh, I want a picture of a dog on the grass, you know, eating something, okay? It will give you that picture. Again, another fantastic tool. But Midjourney, because now it's not free, and the way you use it, you must join this forum. Yeah, it's like a community. So it's a bit lazy for some of us. So straight away, some of you just want to start to generate images, right? And you don't want to pay. So Midjourney may not be the option for you. Now, two other options. OpenAI, the same company for ChatGPT, they have their own DALL-E, D-A-L-L-E. Okay, so DALL-E came before ChatGPT, I think 2 years earlier, but not very, it didn't kick off, you know, in terms of awareness and all that. It's only after ChatGPT that it became more prominent. And then there's another famous one called Stable Diffusion. You may have heard of these. So DALL-E, maybe I will show you DALL-E. Yeah, let me go to the website of DALL-E. So don't forget, again, DALL-E is part of OpenAI, which is the same company as ChatGPT. So in fact, actually, you can sign up with the same password if you went to the ChatGPT site. If you went to the DALL-E site. But never mind, I quickly show you what it is. Okay, so this DALL-E, the current version is DALL-E 2, all right? So if you scroll down, I think I want to play you this quick video, 2 minutes plus, about DALL-E, how to use it. Here we go.
Have you ever seen a polar bear playing bass? Or a robot painted like a Picasso? Didn't think so. DALL-E 2 is a new AI system from OpenAI that can take simple text descriptions like a koala dunking a basketball and turn them into photorealistic images that have never existed before. DALL-E 2 can also realistically edit and retouch photos. Based on a simple natural language description, it can fill in or replace part of an image with AI-generated imagery that blends seamlessly with the original. It's called inpainting. In January 2021, OpenAI introduced DALL-E, a system that could generate images from text, like this avocado armchair. DALL-E 2 takes the technology even further with higher resolution, greater comprehension, and new capabilities, like inpainting. It can even start with an image as an input and create variations with different angles and styles. DALL-E was created by training a neural network on images and their text descriptions. Through deep learning, it not only understands individual objects, like koala bears and motorcycles, but learns from relationships between objects. And when you ask DALL-E for an image of a koala bear riding a motorcycle, it knows how to create that or anything else with a relationship to another object or action. The DALL-E research has 3 main outcomes. First, it can help people express themselves visually in ways they may not have been able to before. Second, an AI-generated image can tell us a lot about whether the system understands us or is just repeating what it's been taught. Third, DALL-E helps humans understand how AI systems see and understand our world. This is a critical part of developing AI that's useful and safe. The technology is constantly evolving, and DALL-E 2 has limitations. If it's taught with images that are incorrectly labeled, like a plane labeled car, and a user tries to generate a car, DALL-E may create a plane. It's like talking to a person who learned the wrong word for something. DALL-E can also be limited by gaps in its training. If you type baboon and DALL-E has learned what a baboon is through images and accurate labels, it will generate a lot of great baboons. But if you type howler monkey and it hasn't learned what a howler monkey is, DALL-E will give you its best idea of what it thinks it could be, like a howling monkey. What's exciting about the approach used to train DALL-E is that it can take what it learned from a variety of other labeled images and then apply it to a new image. Given a picture of a monkey, DALL-E can infer what it would look like doing something it's never done before, like paying its taxes while wearing a funny hat. DALL-E is an example of how imaginative humans and clever systems can work together to make new things, amplifying our creative potential.
Okay, so that's just a quick intro to DALL-E. So when you go to the OpenAI website, you can go in by this way, or you can go in by DALL-E straight away, right? And I wanted to show you what it's capable of. Okay, so that's for images. Let's go back to the PowerPoint, because I want to share with you the next thing. Video. All right, so now it's getting to the point where the videos that are being generated by AI is of very good quality that a lot of content creators can use. Okay, so once again, welcome. If you just joined us, all right, so we're talking about generative AI. We've covered text, we've covered image, and now we're talking about video. Okay, and we also teach content creation here at Immacity. There's a QR code on the top right. If you want to WhatsApp us and ask any questions, feel free to do that. So let's give you this example called Pictory. Yeah? So this one was created in 2020. Okay, it generates video. And in fact, you can type in your desired content and it will turn it into a video for you. Fantastic, right? Okay, so this is cloud-based. So again, it selects the best images, animations, transitions, and music even to match the content and mood of your script. You can also add captions, subtitles, and voiceovers, okay? Now, I wanted to show you Pictory because it was supposed to be free, but just recently, they made it not free. Very sad. But of course, they also want to make money, yeah? But anyway, I will show you what Pictory is capable because there's so many video AI out there. So let me bring you to Pictory. That's how they pronounce it. Give me a second. Okay, here we go. So this is the Pictory website. Okay, so the logo is that purple octopus or squid. Okay, I'm just going to play back this video so you can see what it can do for you. All right, here we go.
Content marketers love the power of video, and it's easy to see why. Today, there's simply no better way than video to tell your story, reach new audiences, increase engagement, and generate leads which convert into sales. Unfortunately, creating videos can be hard, time-consuming, and expensive. But not anymore. Thanks to Pictory's advanced AI, you can quickly, easily, and automatically turn your written and video content into short, highly shareable clips that are perfect for posting on social media. Scripts and blog posts can be turned into eye-catching videos, complete with realistic AI voices and royalty-free music, which...
Okay, can't hear the video. You guys can't hear the video? Can you hear the sound? Okay, so I think that's an issue. Let me stop for a while. It was okay on my side. Oh, some of y'all can hear. Okay, so sorry about that. So some can hear, some can... Okay, sorry about that. So let me go back to that video. Okay. So I think
content
somewhere around
way than video to tell your story, reach new audiences, increase engagement, and generate leads which convert into sales. Unfortunately, creating videos can be hard, time-consuming, and expensive. But not anymore. Thanks to Pictory's advanced AI, you can quickly, easily, and automatically turn your written and video content into short, highly shareable clips that are perfect for posting on social media. Scripts and blog posts can be turned into eye-catching videos, complete with realistic AI voices and royalty-free music, which grab the attention of your readers, followers, and the search engines. Enjoy higher search rankings and generate more sales. And with our team's plans, nobody's left out. It's time to get your content working for you with Pictory. Sign up for your free trial account today.
Okay, so they have a free trial account, right? So if I click on pricing, all right, so the free trial allows you to create 3 video projects, each up to 10 minutes long. So I think that's the best way to start. Now, video production, if you have not done it before, Yeah, I suggest maybe perhaps you hold off this, pick up my course because I will be teaching you the basics, right? Yeah, what is better than you knowing how to do everything using tools that are already available out there and it's free? All that AI is doing is cutting down the steps, making things simpler for you, right? Right? Of course, you may want to save time, but the learning curve can be steep when you're learning a new skill, right? So from writing, that's one skill. From creating image layouts, that's another skill, graphic design, right? And then now you're creating video, which is even more complex than a still image. And the video also needs a script, correct? So all these things, not easy if you just want to jump in and create from scratch, right? If you have been exposed to watching videos, fair enough, but there are certain things that you need to learn the hard way. So you will know whether your final output that the AI gives you is good enough. But I'm not going to stop you from trying out if you want to. So Pictory, as the guy pronounced it, is the one that you can try, but there are many others out there. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my slides because I'm going to share with you the next one. In fact, the fourth one, Beatoven. Beatoven. You know Beethoven, the composer? So yeah, that's why I think that's how it's pronounced, Beatoven. But I like to call it Beatoven. So this one's for audio. Okay, this one came out in 2021. It allows you to create, edit, download music for your content. Now, a lot of content creators are always looking for free music, usually background music. And that would mean instrumental music most of the time, right? Because you want to have some energy behind your video, right? Make it more interesting. You can have dramatic music, you can have gentle music, depending on the mood you want to showcase. So in Beatoven, you can customize the length, the genre, mood, and instruments. So let me go to the website and just quickly show you what it's all about. So once again, if you join us, welcome, all right, to the using AI tools for content creation talk. So we are midway through now. Okay, let me share the website. All right, so this is Beatoven. Okay, this is what it looks like when you get there. You can choose the style of music you want. You can do some cutting, but I think I'll just quickly show you a video. Then you can see how it works. Now, let me see, is the video here? Okay. Create AI music with Beatoven. Here we go.
To make your first project with Beatoven, log into the platform using your email address and password. Start with your new AI-powered track and select the genre and mood to convey in it. You can listen to their previews by hovering over the panels. Fine-tune the track by marking sections to change the music, instruments, volume, or tempo. Save and download the track by clicking the button on the upper right corner. Once the track is downloaded, you can open it again for more editing or downloading it another time.
Okay, so that's Beatoven, all right? So you get a free trial, and then, yeah, they will charge you as low as $3 a month, and then you get 15 minutes worth of video. So these companies, of course, they have to make money, or they want to make money, fair enough, right? So they can't give you everything for free. Free trials are the norm. Hopefully, because ChatGPT, right, the big boy, is open source, I think there will always be a free version available. So you don't have to worry about ChatGPT just yet. Then, of course, if you want more features, you have to pay. Yeah? So I've covered the 4 kinds of AI or any kind of content that you want to create: text, image, video, and audio. All right. Now, just be aware that every other day, some new company will start up a new AI generative tool for you. Okay, I myself can't keep up. And you will find things will get better in some of them in terms of the quality, right? And more features as well. It becomes more intelligent because AI will get intelligent over time. So how do you keep track? So as a professional in content creation or in marketing, I suggest you keep track by following blogs and those particular experts who know what's happening. The best way to do it, the cheapest, easiest way, you go to Google Alerts, right? Do you all know that if you go to the Google Alerts website, you can tell Google to alert you when anything regarding your chosen topic comes up anywhere on the internet. So if you want to talk about generative AI and you want to find out the latest news stories and new developments, you just tell Google Alert, it will send it to your email. That's it. Simple. Then you are kept informed all the time. All right, so let's move on to the next thing. Now, time for you to try something. Okay, so I want you to try this one, scribblediffusion.com. Okay, why don't I just quickly copy the link and pass it to you now? Wait, where did I paste the link? It's called Scribble Diffusion. It's very straightforward. This AI can generate whatever you tell it to do. Okay, the link is in the chat. So if you click on the link, you can go to that website. It will look like this. You see this, maybe this picture of a cat. So what you do is you have to use your mouse and just sketch something rough, okay? Doesn't matter. It can be a cat, a dog, apple, orange. Then below, you need to put in some text. Give a lot of information to make the result good to your liking. And then you click go. So I want you to try it now for fun. Some of you will be able to sketch well, but not to worry. If you can't sketch well, it's fine. Then the words that you input will be very important. Try it out. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to try. If you all want to share on our Zoom screen here for everyone to see, feel free. So this is a very fun exercise. Now, AI, when it comes to trying to decipher what you want, you will notice, for example, like pictures of people, you may find some people that it creates will have more than 10 fingers, sometimes more than 2 legs. You will see this as a so-called approximate outcome from the AI. Not very good just yet. Oh, David is asking a very general question, but important to know, yes. How often should I generate content for my shoe shop? So you're talking specifically about content creation for your retail outlet. Number 1, quality beats quantity. Okay. Whatever you share, make sure it's of value to your audience. And then, of course, I would say at least 3 times a week, right? Okay, CS is not attractive, this scribble diffusion. Now, don't blame the AI. The quality of your description is more important. Plus, of course, your sketch. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. All right, you guys can practice it all you want, but this is just to give you an idea of what AI can do. Now, I'm going to go on to big picture things, all right? Generative AI issues. So just because it looks so exciting, sexy, and it's going to save me time and money, but please be aware. Number 1, which I'm not stating here, right? All the skills that you gain if you do it the hard way. You learn how to create content properly. You know how to do certain video editing tools, image editing, audio editing tools, putting it all together, and the thinking behind the content, then you're on the right path. Tools like generative AI is there just to help you. So number 1, don't over-rely, okay? And you'll see from these issues why there may be some dangers up here, okay? So factual inaccuracy. So the kind of information it gets, and then may not be up to date. In fact, ChatGPT will tell you, we only gathered information up to September last year, right? I don't know whether it is going to be updated after that. So this one's very important, okay? You always double check what ChatGPT or whatever the AI gives you You don't want to be sharing information that is not accurate. Number two, copyright is a big, big problem. How does all these tools get all their ideas? From the internet most of the time, right? And then sometimes you'll take people's copyright material. So in some countries, there are lawsuits from creators about their own copyright material. They're suing your ChatGPT or your Midjourney, so on and so forth. So this is a regular thing you will be hearing. In fact, in the US, August this year, they said AI content cannot be copyright because you're taking content from other people and just jumbling them up and coming into something that you can't claim to be the original creator. So this is the US, but I'm not so sure about other countries. So this will all be changed over time. Number three, AI detection. So copyright infringement, very important. For example, in schools, right? Students want to do their essays, right? So if they go and copy here and there and they use ChatGPT to help them. So how? So the schools must come up with ways or tools to detect AI content. So that's one. And then number two, if you want to avoid being accused of copying somebody's work, you also may need to use tools, okay? So these tools, again, I cannot share with you what is good and what is not because they're still changing. There's so many things changing that sometimes I hear this one's good, then later I try not so good. It couldn't detect my AI copy. So this is a developing field. Number four, duplication. You can ask AI one thing and another person asks AI the same thing. Chances are the AI will give the two of you the same answer. And then you go copy and paste and start to use. Then how? Then you have the same content on your two different websites. No good, right? For SEO, for those who study SEO. But actually, Google is not clamping down. But you want to be seen as original, right? Don't you? You want to be different from everyone else. So why just copy and paste? So never copy and paste what, like for example, what ChatGPT gives you. You need to paraphrase. Very important. Number five, security. So some governments are insisting that AI content must have watermarks to ensure national and personal security. Okay, so this is a big issue here. National security, they can impersonate someone. They can generate a picture of your president saying something which he didn't say, for example. Not only a picture, maybe even a video. Okay, so very important. Now, those are current issues. But what about the future? In fact, the near to far future of AI. And I'm talking about AI in general. Now, this one, you will see. In fact, I'm seeing it already. Integration in other software. Governments are using it. Companies are using it. Right? So take, for example, Photoshop, right? Has been the industry standard for editing pictures, right? They have this feature called generative fill. Wow. What does this mean? That means that if you give it a picture of someone with the background is maybe the sky, but you want to expand the picture so the sky to be even larger, up, down, left, right. The Photoshop can help you to fill up those new spaces that you want and flow with what you have. So that's just one example. Wow, a lot of people are sharing their work. Okay, if I got time, then I'll have a look. Thank you. Okay, so you will find more and more tools that are using, especially they are using ChatGPT since it's open source and put it inside their own software, right? You'll see more and more. Number two, data corruption. This one, a lot of people are still not thinking of it yet, but imagine if more and more people are putting out AI content, and if the AI content is not accurate, so let's say you see more pictures of people with 3 arms, then the AI in the future that's going to look at what's on the web, they will say, hey, so it's okay for people to have 3 arms. Then the next time you ask for a picture of a person, they may give you a person with 3 arms. So this is called data corruption, right? Errors built upon errors. So that could be an issue in the near future. Number 3, this one, job displacement. So is AI going to take away your jobs? actually a lot of jobs are affected or will. Over here, I saw a study that says 300 million jobs will be gone, taken over by AI. This is from Goldman Sachs. However, on the flip side, it will lead to a 7% or $7 trillion increase in global GDP. So this is an advancement in technology, right? Productivity may increase in some areas, but some people may have to lose their jobs. So they need to upgrade themselves or go into other areas. That's a fact of life. This one, existential threat. You guys watch Terminator, right? Yeah. So there's this evil organization called Skynet, which is AI taking over the world. Take over the world so much until they will destroy mankind. So if you give the keys, the permission to AI to control your life, it may take over the world. So that science fiction may become reality. Cross your fingers and toes, right? Or hope someone, Terminator from the future, come to the present to get rid of the AI that we are having. Okay, and with that, it's time for your questions. So I don't think I have time to go and look at all your work, but thank you very much for sharing. I believe it's fantastic. I think a lot of you are enjoying your attempt at AI image creation. Now, please, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me now. Time is yours. No questions for me?
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, I'm Moonwei. Just to ask, so it's like a love-hate relationship with AI, right? So so for now, right, we can actually do a lot of things with AI helping and providing the codings. All right. So
if you're into coding, yes.
But even I'm not into coding. So they can really provide the codes for us. So how do you see the potential moving on forward, to engage this strategically? On ad.
So are you just talking about coding? Because coding is a specific field. You do programming. Coding is programming. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not an expert in coding. But I would say it will just help to cut down the process for people who are doing programming. So they need to write a code to do certain things for their website. It may help them that way. But I can maybe give my opinion more about content creation, which is what I teach anyway. So this thing will definitely help content creators save time for sure. For example, you want to write a 3,000-word article. Normally, when I do an article from scratch, right, I have to do research, at least 1 week to do research. It's not the main thing I do. I've got other things to do in life, right? So at least 1 week to do research, two weeks to write, and then fine-tune until I am satisfied. So it will probably take 3 to 4 weeks to finish a 3,000-word article. But now with ChatGPT, I can get a draft within a few minutes. But I will have to go in to fix it and change it so that I will not be seen as using AI. I don't want to be accused of just copying and pasting, and it's no good. You need to put in your own style, change a few words here and there. And then the AI, like ChatGPT, may not understand your context. So you may have to go and fix things, and you have to check the facts as well. So definitely AI can be your best friend, but if you misuse it and you don't develop the skills, if you are overly dependent, once it's taken away from you, because, as I said, governments may want to stop it or prevent it from certain things, right? So you may find yourself handicapped if you are over-reliant. I hope that answers the question. Yeah, yes, so yes. We have some... Okay, good. All right. So Yonghan says, if AI and robots replace jobs, what do the jobless people do? True. Fair enough. Not everything can be taken over by AI. That's for sure. How can small business use? Of course, AI is very helpful for small businesses because if you've got no budget to go and hire people to do all this content creation, it can help to, do part of the heavy lifting for you. You can generate a lot of pictures and then you choose the best one, for example, right? Rather than, you get one person to spend hours drawing something from scratch. David says, well, how do I decide what kind of content to produce for my company? text video, or this one is a very big question, very hard to answer for you. Number one, you need to study who is your target audience, who they are, what they like. Then you have to give them what they want to attract them. So a lot of companies, they forget about their audience. You need to go and do research, okay? Things like Google Analytics and all that, which is too much for this talk to cover. But yeah, thank you for your questions. Any more before we go? Any more questions for me? Okay, while you guys are still thinking, let me just quickly put up the slides again. I just want to share with you one more time the course that I teach here at Imarsity. So this is the content creation 2-day course, because I'm going to teach you the basics, the fundamentals of creating content. And then the AI is there to help you. If you don't know the basics, you don't have the basics, not only the technical skills, the thinking. You need to plan, you need to strategize your content. So I'm going to teach all those things. Then plus the technical skills, and then plus the free tools that I'm going to share with you, plus the AI tools that I'm going to share with you as well. Put them all together, you can come up with something fantastic. So this course is for beginners up to maybe close to intermediate level, all right? If you're an expert, please, this is not for you, but if you are a beginner, you're just starting on content creation, or if you've been doing content creation for a few years already, you're stuck, you need to go to the next level, please join my course. So over here on the right, you see the course after skills future credits and all that. Now, the current rate for this course is $750 for the 2-day course before GST. And if you want this rate before, we have to increase the price after 15 October. So there are some classes in this month, November and December. So you can just scan this QR code in the message. Then let me look at some of your questions. Woon-Wei, okay, over-reliant issue is the new pen that you can write, but the following intent. I see it's a positive way, but it's not difficult not to have it once you try it. Of course, yeah. Just like any new technology, it will be beneficial to mankind, more beneficial than detrimental. But remember what happened to the atom bomb? Right? If you watch the movie Oppenheimer, right? So what was his goal? Why was he trying to do nuclear fission and all those things? Because you can get nuclear energy or atomic energy. Then on the flip side, they use it for war. That can be the negative. So in life, you have to balance. Just have to be careful. But now, a lot of things are out of our hands. Remember, the government wants to limit AI, and people are suing AI for copyright and all these things. So it can be a big problem. Ivy, yes, this class I'm teaching at we have both physical and we have Zoom. The course venue to be confirmed, as in the physical venue. There's one that's, I think, this month. Post-course support. Okay, all these things, additional things, you may want to check our website, or you just scan the QR code. Someone will be able to answer all these administrative things. So I hope that I was able to share with you what generative AI can do for you, especially if you're a content creator, and what to look out for, and the pitfalls as well. All right, so it's already 9 o'clock. I know some of you just joined the class. You just missed, but not to worry. As long as we have your email, we'll send you a link for the video recording of this talk, I think by earliest Monday next week. So, okay, look out for that email. Wait, let me see if there's anything else I want to share with you. This is just the cost breakdown in case you want to know. Because if you have all the skills future credits and all that, you can cut down the cost to as low as nothing. Okay, someone asked me about the post course support, right? Okay, according to my admin, lifetime access to our videos and one free refresher course. That means you can set the course again, and 6 months email support. All right. Yeah, okay. Thank you guys for all your, your attention. And thank you for your questions. Paste the course page here. Give me a second. Let me stop this. Meaning from our website, is it? Okay, let me quickly go to the website. It's called content creation strategy. Oh, it's already pasted. Oh, wait a minute. Zoom. All right, so that is the content creation link. Okay, with that, thank you very much. So don't worry if you want to rewatch our video, you will get the link early next week. And for those who missed because you were late, but no worries, you can check it out. So without further ado, thank you once again and have a great evening. Okay, take care. Have a good Friday and also a weekend ahead. Okay, see you guys. Bye-bye.